Derek Rydall here, founder of the Law of Emergence and author of the best-selling books Emergence and the Abundance Project. And it's great to be with you again today, talking about how you will never stand out unless you stand in. And what am I talking about there? That in order to be outstanding, you have to first have an inner standing. And in order to know where you are really able to stand within yourself, you have to have an understanding. So understanding leads to an inner standing, leads to an outer standing. And that's when you truly do become outstanding. That's when you truly do stand out. And it's really, really important to understand this, because what we're often doing is we've created all kinds of coping and manipulative mechanisms, protection and defense mechanisms, to manipulate our world and even to manipulate ourselves, to avoid discovering those places where we are really meant to stand. In other words, to discover what is our truth. What do we really stand for? What are we a stand-in for life? What is life up to with us? How does life really want to use us? How does the truth, love, real power, real creativity really want to use us? And that the journey of discovering that is a journey very few people are willing to take, because it means truly changing, truly transforming, and truly risking being in your truth and being a stand for a quality, an idea, a self-expression that is not necessarily going to be popular or going to be part of the status quo. In fact, by definition, where you are really meant to stand is going to be disruptive. It's going to be disruptive in your intimate relationships. It's going to be disruptive in your family dynamics, because you are a new and progressive unfoldment of life, which means you are different and you are the next iteration when it comes to your family dynamic, to your tribe. It's going to mean a disruption in your area of work and creativity, because you are, by definition, when you're living in your true nature, your true purpose, your true potential, you are progressive, you are evolutionary, you are unprecedented. And so wherever there's challenges in your life, whenever you find you can't stand up, whenever you find you've been knocked off your feet, either by a physical challenge or by some financial or relational challenge, when you've literally been laid out, you've been knocked off your feet, life is saying, I'm going to put you down until you know where you are really meant to stand. I'm going to take you off of your feet until you know, until you have the clarity and the courage to really stand for something. As my mentor, Michael Beckwith, once said, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And so wherever you're having challenges right now, especially chronic challenges, that is life's way of telling you you've been trying to cope and get by and just stand it in a world that is too small for you now. Whether it's in your relationships, your family, your business, your work, you are trying to cope or get by in a world, in a self-concept, in an identity, in a map of reality that is too small for you now. Life in you is bigger than you're allowing it. You are not in alignment fully with the truth that wants to be set free as you. The truth will set you free, but first you have to set the truth free. And the truth will set you free, but at first it will often scare the shit out of you and freak you out and piss you off and annihilate a part of you, so that more of you can be free. But it starts with a willingness to discover, where are you laying down on the job? Where are you not willing to have the courage to stand for something that's true for you? Where are you saying yes when you really want to say no? Where are you saying no because you're afraid to say yes? And this has really been a bigger realization to me even lately as I've been going through a process of discovering having certain physical challenges, lower back going out, literally being on my back, and life saying, you're going to stay here until you get the clarity and have the courage for where you are truly meant to stand. Then you can put that foot back on the ground again. Now, you don't have to go through that to have that realization. That's why I'm sharing this with you, that there is more life, more love, more truth, more potential, more purpose trying to emerge in you, trying to emerge in your intimate relationships and your family and your area of creativity and work. And where there's a chronic challenge where you've been knocked off your feet, it's because you've been avoiding being honest with yourself first, what you truly want, what you truly need, what you truly are meant to stand for and want to stand for, and then needing to be honest with the other individuals that may be involved in that decision. But it's time to make a decision. It's time to commit to getting clear on what you truly want, what you truly need, what you truly stand for, to gain that understanding, and then to have the courage to have an inner standing, to take a stand for yourself, to take a stand for the truth, to take a stand for what life yearns to be as you. And then to take a step in your outside world, to stand outside, to stand out, to stand up, to come out from amongst them, and have the courage to live your truth and speak your truth and be a stand for your truth, no matter the seeming consequences. And when you are willing to do that, and as you are willing to do that, now you come into greater alignment and integrity with the perfect pattern of infinite potential and the inexhaustible life force that's trying to flow through you. And lo and behold, where you were blind, you see. Where you were thirsty, your thirst is quenched. Where you were hungry, you are fed. Where there was no way, a way appears. The rough places are made smooth, the crooked places are made straight, the mountains are lowered, the valleys are raised, and a path is made in the seeming desert for the unfoldment of your real destiny. But it starts and really begins and ends with you. Will you have the courage to seek real understanding of who and what you are, what you stand for, what you truly want and need, and then have the courage and the commitment to take a stand for it? And just know that when you do, I'm standing right next to you. I hope this has supported you. Until next time, remember to live authentically, love unconditionally, and follow your destiny.